Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another part of Let's Play Eador, Masters of the Broken World Overlord difficulty. The goal for today is basically prepare for the fight in the third ring, to do something. I'm not quite sure what yet. I have an idea, but I haven't decided 100%. But to get something that allows us to get through ghosts, and maybe check what we can expect from the fourth ring, because those will be the toughest fights we will have to face on this shard in order to get to Lanshar. And it seems that Lanshar actually managed to get how far? 1, 2 in the third ring. Good job. Interesting. He is actually doing much better than what I expected from him, so yeah, it's nice to be surprised in the good way by the AI, not just by all their horrible results after having 250 turns to prepare. Um, Okay, before we start playing today, I just want to answer a few comments. First one has nothing to do with this Let's Play, it's about Imperium. I don't have any information about Imperium that wouldn't be publicly accessible for a long time. My only source of information about Imperium are just developer posts and patch notes on Steam. So I know all that you guys can read there. The only extra information I've ever gotten about Imperium was from the first mail where I got my key to my free Imperium copy that I was given. And from there, what I can say is that they plan to do very significant changes to some basic game mechanics. But that's all. I don't even know which mechanics they want to rework. But I guess it may take a while before the game is ready for the final release. Even without this tiny piece of information, you can say from the current state of the game that it still needs first many bug fixes, and second, maybe even more importantly, it needs some balancing changes, because some things in Imperium, at least in my opinion, are totally broken and way too strong. So yeah, my guess is it's gonna be a few months still, but it's just a guess. Um, so that's about the Imperium. And second, was that was one question about something about corruption. I'm not exactly sure how corruption works with Land of the Dead, but uh, if you want to know how exactly corruption works, how the numbers behind corruption are, just use Google, type Eador corruption, and you will get at least 3 links. One is Eador wiki, the other one is from Gamer's Guide, I think there is something written about it, and the third one is to GOG Eador forum. And you can get all the details about it, how it's calculated and everything, which races give you a lot of corruption, ways how you can avoid corruption, or avoid, how you can reduce corruption, because you never can get rid of corruption completely, no matter what you do. There are multiple sources of corruption, and you can maybe eliminate some, but there will be something left in the game still. And the larger or the more you grow, the bigger problem corruption will be always, no matter what you do. This also largely depends on difficulty of the game, because there are caps for maximum corruption. On the lowest difficulty it can get to a maximum of 40%, but on Overlord it goes up to 96%. So the more you grow and the longer you stay on the shard, the bigger problem corruption is going to be. And yeah, it's not that much you can do to prevent this from happening, but there are some ways. So if you want to check that out, just go. I would recommend the GOG forum thread. Just read the discussion there. You'll get the details, you'll get the math behind it and everything. It's, I would say, the best source of information about the corruption you can get. So that's this. And I definitely forgot about something else I wanted to answer. Um, well, I hope it wasn't nothing super important. If it was something you wanted me to answer, just please write the question again. I'll answer it in the next video. Okay, now for today. Mm, that was one really good suggestion about how we can get through those ghosts. Something I'm not doing too often. Actually, I'm almost never using this. Go for exorcism spell. Most of the time, going for Fireblade is a lot more reliable, and it's a spell that is useful not just for ghosts, for everything else. Just the boost to the attack, counter attack, that it's important in every fight. But this time, because we want to get to Word of Life, it might be a good idea to go with Exorcism this time. Just focus only on those ghosts, get the supported spell that we want, and it's not even that expensive. When we check buildings that we need, it's 200 gold here, 300, it's like 500, 600. We need Sanctuary, so let's say 700, and here 1350 something like. We already almost have the amount of gold needed for this. So this is what we're gonna try. I just hope that the exorcism will be strong enough to get through. It should be, but well, you never know. Especially if we get multiple ghosts, it might be a problem. It is probably the best solution that we have right now. I'm still hoping that we could maybe get scrolls from those stories that we have, because I still want to check that. If we could just get one Fireblade, that would solve the problem entirely and wouldn't have to think about anything else. Before we get to those stories, we will attack the last location that we have available here for now. And by the way, to get back to the corruption, leaving Thieves Guild standing if you want to stay on a shard for a long time is a really bad idea. It's a lot of corruption you get from that, so just something I just mentioned when I saw the guild here. Okay, are you exploring? You are. Go. That's a good fight. Also, about the discussion about warrior, which spec to take, where, when, why, which one is the best. I think that at least like Berserk and Dark Knight are almost the same until like very high levels. They scale in from different things, but mm, their strength is comparable until they get to like the highest tier fights, really tier 4 fights, the really strongest stuff, multiple dragons, things like that. I even think that Dark Knight is better for leveling, because he is not that reliable on gear. You can compensate with spells. So weaker gear, you just use magic weapon or magic armor, whatever you need to boost astral energy for the resistance. Why can't we use spell here? Oh, because I just attacked. Never mind. If you go with the Berserk, you get um, some extra numbers from your abilities, but if you don't get the gear, at least let's say average gear, you are screwed. Those numbers you get from abilities are, I don't think, that significant, and also you don't get all the numbers at once from spells. I mean, it only depends on how many spell slots you have, and you can fix everything in every fight. Uh, with Berserk, you need to wait for those levels to get all the level 5s on all the important stats. So between level, let's say 10 and 17, 18, I think Dark Knight is better. Ah, come on, this was a misclick. But yeah, for the very late game, when you get all the level 5 abilities, then and the high end gear, Berserk is better because its damage with the charge and stuff can be absolutely ridiculous. Oh, hello, Merchant's Hat. That's gonna help. And more guards. 246 gold is decent. Um, where is that Merchant's Hat? Here. Oh, okay. Well, I thought that we had some helmet already. Okay, we can use it, no problem. Now, let's go to those stores. Repair the gear and blindness. That was another suggestion in comments. It is decent, but I don't think that we'll get into enough fight where it would be crucial to justify just taking the spell. Uh, Maybe I'll use it if we have to go through a fight where this will be the only way how to win. But with all those exorcisms I may have to take, it's probably not time for it yet. We have limited amount of spell slots, and once I equip that blindness or use the blindness, I won't be able to remove it. So not yet. Speaking about spells, let's start working on the Temple of Life. Where do we start? Hmm. Let's start with Sorcerer's Workshop. I'll try to delay the Sanctuary as much as possible, just in case something forces us into School of Wizardry. So I'll give myself extra few turns to change the decision. Dark Ritual and move. Okay, another thing about this province, a guard that wouldn't be too expensive. Um, there probably is a way how to protect this province, but I don't think that I want to bother with it. It's just almost nothing there, so I'm gonna ignore it and I'm gonna try to get a guard that would be cheap enough and strong enough to allow us to keep the province. It's really not a big deal. Uh, okay, here we got lucky. This event again, and we wanted to test if it's possible to get some extra population from this. So I'll go with let people settle here, and we'll check, it's this province, we'll check if it changes something. There is no one right now. Uh, the, or at the start of our next turn, the red dot should change into blue, which means there is like few people living, and then we'll check the bar if we get something on top of that. Everything that we would get on top of like the blue dot and empty bar is from the event. No, nothing, doesn't work. The income is still the same, it's from the mine. So this doesn't work. Okay, here is a mine. But interesting thing is that the population mood does affect the income from the mine. Because here, where we have no problems in population mood, we are getting 5 gold per turn. Empty province, no resources, nothing. So these provinces are identical except the population mood. But here we are getting 5 gold per turn, here we are getting 3 gold per turn. So the population mood does affect the income. Okay, where is that store? Here. So let's check that. You can keep exploring, and we'll get another building. Maybe I should play a bit faster because it's talking a lot, and I want to progress at least a bit. Church, yeah, we can get church. Next. Oh, it's there is a vampire. Didn't see the vampire at first, and without the vampire this wouldn't be a horrible fight for us, except ghosts. But even with ghosts, it won't be that bad, but the vampire is too much, at least for now. So we're just gonna enter the shop and look at the goods. Nope. Nope. Never mind. Cure wounds, magic. Oh, hello. This is something we probably should take. Thank you. So we did get something here after all. Polymorph and dragon form. Just curious which tier 4 spells he had. Continue. How does it look at our income, by the way? 82.21. So when we lose 3 gold per turn here, don't care about that at all. Do we have Fairwind? We don't. So it's gonna take a while to get to the north. Check those 2 knowledge stores here. Go. At least we are getting some locations now. Okay, there goes the province. And before we move on, let's get the magic weapon. And I think I'm just gonna get rid of vulnerability. Good. This was one of the reasons why I wanted to go for a School of Wizardry. Now when we have it from Scroll, the only reason would be the Fireblade. And now we have more reasons to go for the Temple of Life, so I think we go that way. By the way, can we get Driver's Guild? We can, but for 500 gold it's not worth it. So, yeah. Let's go for the Sanctuary. And there's one last thing. Sage's Guild for 300. Yeah, we can do that. We need it anyway. It could be important, the option to get libraries in provinces. But I'll wait with the Temple of Life until we check both those shops. Okay, done with this province. So now let's go back and explore this one. It's still almost 40%. And in the Land of the Dead, we should get still quite a few locations. What did you get here? Spiders, dragons. Yeah, I can't do either of those. Can do undead, but those usually don't give too much. So disappointing results in the forest. Okay, and this time I even remember which shop I went into. It's the one guarded by gargoyles. What do we have? Inspiration, Vap, Create Clay Golem, Magic Spark, and Phantom Form. Nope, that's not what we need. Battle Mages. And you can start exploring. Go. I'm just thinking about attacking the first shop. Was only 9 gargoyles guarding it. It's nothing. It's, well, nothing. Still quite a few stacks of damage armor and damage weapon, but it's tempting. Definitely easier to take that shop than this one. Ooh, come on, come on. Hallucinations, blindness, restoration, everything that we don't need, and word of life. Yeah. Well, that's the wrong one. Continue. Few items that we don't need. Maybe the wand we can take. We don't have any yet. How are we gonna do it now? Let's get the Temple of Life. Now we get the library. Was it the... Yeah, it was here. Wasn't sure that I clicked the right province. And we'll get rid of all fatigues. For the third ring, not gonna need that. We have... how many spell slots we can open up? Can I get rid of one burn ammo? One, two, three. I'd like to get one more if possible, so let's get rid of one astral energy. And get one more exorcism. This should be enough for 2 ghosts. How's our gear? Ready for fighting. And now we just move through the third ring and try to take all the provinces on our way down. So this is gonna be the first one. What do you find? Undead necromancers. Keep exploring. Excuse me. Wow. 3 failed rituals in a row. 9 gems only. Okay, next. Oh, this is different from what we saw to the south, but still should be fine. We have the haste. Still have 3 astral energies. How can we do it? 2, 4. Let's move all the way up. Maybe it's better to stand, or not to stand in the swamp. I'll try to burn the ghost before the ballista get in range. So how much damage can we do? 10 to 17. Yeah, that works. Come on, die. Good. Now we just kill a few skeletons. Can we somehow get through now? 2, 4, 5. I need the haste now. This sucks. This is really bad terrain for us, but this helps the zombie moved away, and that means we can get through. I didn't check for a disease. Well, now we got hit by everything and are not diseased, so don't have to check it anymore. Let's hit this one first. And before we finish this fight, I'm gonna use the Word of Life so we heal up a bit. Come on, move. And we are healed. We spent like 30 gems on the fight, so that's quite a lot. But important thing is that we know we can get through Ghost, probably 2 Ghosts, and that should be enough for the 3rd rank basically. And we'll also get some level ups now. Health, I think magic power, because this means extra damage for the exorcism. Continue, continue. Yeah, this is much better. 2 or 3 locations every turn, that's what we need. Okay. Bring on outlaws. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could try that. Anything interesting here, by the way? Well, dragons are interesting, but a bit too difficult. Um, it's tempting. On the other hand, our focus is to the south. We don't really care about provinces. We don't want to stay here for too long. There's no point in growing in directions where we don't want to go. Let's just go south. We want to build anything? Nope. Cool Ghost. Okay, no siege weapons. That's better. Siege weapons are still annoying. Not really dangerous anymore, but annoying. Ah, come on. Maybe I'll just try to kill the ghost with normal attacks. I mean, he has defense, melee defense 20, and we have attack 22. So we should be able to kill it eventually. Where do we start? Start with the magic weapon. That's gonna help with the kill. And the duration is 7 turns. There we go. We should have it for the whole fight, basically. Now it's time for astral energy. Some of them may not even attack. Well, seems that they decided to kill themselves, but with our numbers, I wouldn't be surprised if they would just keep running around not attacking. What else? Don't really need anything else. You can get the word of life ticking. Yeah, now they're not attacking. At least the skeleton didn't attack. Maybe it was just waiting. I'll just move. Don't have to stay on the hill anymore. And we can even do it this way. Okay. Oh, free settlement. 5-2 free settlement. That's maybe something we should take. Undead demons, undead, undead, undead. Yeah, undead everywhere. This is 1, 2, 3, so we can go this way. How does it look like? 19. Plus 2 gems is still nice. And the fight is super easy. I think I'll do it. Go. How many? 10 units. This should work as auto combat. Even 131 gold reward for taking the province. That was actually worth it. Elves. 5th ring elves. Well, that is too difficult. And I'm really surprised to see 11 province on the World of Death. There should be some exceptions for what kind of provinces can appear on certain worlds, because it really doesn't make sense to see a Elven village on the World of Death. Maybe this is some kind of or a version of a zoo for L'Anshar, that he keeps a few specimens of each race that he annihilated. That might be an explanation. As they still shouldn't be here. Okay, let's get another storehouse before we move on. And anything else? Just another dark ritual. This province might even be worth protecting. Just get the forest spirits. Instead of +2, you'll be getting +1 from the province. But the chance of like undead invasion is pretty high. So I'm gonna do it. Still have to do this manually, I think. At least until the ghost is dead. Okay, I'm just gonna get astral energy up, and we can finish this. Level up. Nice. Let's keep boosting the spell power. 150 gold. And what do we have here? Could already check this province for the guard. Because it doesn't really matter if we go through here or here. I want to have as many options as possible. I want to know about as many options as possible. I want to see the guard. Maybe better to check it with a scout. It's too far away. Okay, Vampire. Kinda expected that. Problem with Vampire is we don't have enough damage for him. Thinking if we can kill him fast enough. The problem is the leech that he has. We hit him for 20 and he leeches 15 back. It's better to try something else. Let's grab these two provinces today. And we'll also check the fourth rank, then we decide. Um, what do I want? This is what I want. Speed things up. And we can probably build another mine now. Go. And I think that Lanashar just took a fourth ring province. And if he just managed to get through Vampire, then we may be in trouble. Oh, two ghosts. Hello. I'm just gonna pump the magic weapon now. Eight damage? Really? Okay. Time for some more buffs. What are we missing? Word of Life, and that's it. And we can't handle Vampire yet. Hidden treasure. Give me gems. Nope. No. This is garbage. Um, how fast can we move here? I want to have the exact composition of the Lizardman army. How does it look like with our gear? Still good enough for one more fight, then we move back and repair. Go. And again the same thing. Make sure that the resistance is high enough. And finish the fight. Okay, anything interesting? Undead? Not really. So let's check our options in the fourth ring. And that'll be all for this part. And off camera I'll have to figure out how we get through vampires. Okay, retreat. Whatever. Now this province. Yeah, vampire again. Vampires everywhere. And here we have a Hydra, so no surprise here either. The question is, what is a bigger problem, Hydra or Vampire? We don't have the resistance negation for the Hydra yet, but if we focus on leveling now, get lucky with level ups, get the resistance negation level 3, change our spell setup then, attack this province, then we die to Medusas. Never mind. Kinda missed the Medusa part. Depends how many Medusas there are. So if we can keep the Hydra under control for long enough and somehow heal the damage from Medusas, nothing else is gonna affect us at all. And then with the long CC duration on Hydra, we just kill it. It'll be easier to get through this province than through those vampires. Let me see the exact composition. Oh, 3 Medusas, come on. I was hoping there will be only 2 or even 1. This is actually a lot more difficult than I expected. 4 basilisks. We could try to just negotiate and try to get an alliance with them, get through that way. I'll have to check how many. What do they want for alliance? Slugs, I think. So how many we have available, and just go with that. But again, slugs against warrior, that's not the best matchup for the warrior. Well, we know what we are facing everywhere, so let's retreat. And I have something to think about of camera. If you have any ideas, guys, well, leave a comment. I mean, this is not something that you can't get through without some, uh, without a miracle. It's just about how long we're gonna spend farming. At some point, we'll be able to do these fights with auto combat. But I just want to get through as soon as possible. So if you think you know a way how to speed things up, please let me know. Otherwise, you'll just get a few levels and probably try those lizard men. Oh well, I'll try to figure out something else off camera as well. This will be all for today. So actually managed to do quite a lot. Got the third ring on the side towards Lanshar. Got the info on the guards we have to get through. I'm just surprised how far Lanshar managed to get. I didn't expect him to take this province. That was a real surprise. Oh well. We are done for today, so I hope that you like this one, that you're gonna join me for the next one again, and until then, have a good time. Bye bye.